Hey, how's it going? David Taub here with Epic Guitar Instruction. Hope all is well, and I hope your guitar and musical journeys are going famously. And today I'm going to discuss what I consider the 7 critical, important ingredients or components in how to become a better guitar player, or how to go about learning guitar, or how to get your guitar skills to the next level. There's a bunch of things, components, ingredients, traits, whatever you want to call it, that I think are super critical that will help propel you. And some of these are mindsets and some of these are philosophies, but they're all things that I have seen with my students over the years that help them not only starting off their guitar journey, but keeping their journey interesting and fun, and also helping them propel forward and continue to strive and get better and better in the most proficient manner, because that's important, because we don't want to waste time. We're all busy, right, with life and whatnot, and we want to get better at guitar or learn guitar in the most proficient and fastest way possible. And before we get rocking, if you'd like some more free content, I'll tell you what, I'll send you a killer free video lesson and ebook. The video lesson is not on YouTube. It's an extended play video, super long, on how to easy ways to kind of spice up your playing. And I'll pair it with a killer reference ebook. It has like 29 scales diagrammed out, soloing strategies, major minor key, music theory. It's absolutely killer, and you'll find yourself using it a lot throughout your guitar journey. Just click on that link in the YouTube description box below, and I'll send you the video lesson and the ebook for free from Next Level Guitar. So we'll start off with the 3 P's and then S. So the 3 P's are practice, patience, positive attitude, and then the S is structured plan. We'll talk about those 4 first because they're kind of connected, especially practice and a structured plan, right? So practice, it's so important. So many times students are not sure what to practice. They just don't have that practice plan. Even if they're getting a lesson from somebody, that's often a piece that's left out. It's so important to have a plan, to know what to practice and to be practicing the right things, or else you're going to be spinning your wheels and you're going to be wasting time and not having an efficient guitar journey. You could be moving along much faster. I make sure after each private lesson I write down for students, it comes with a very specific practice plan, telling students exactly what to practice, because at first you really don't know. So oftentimes, if you're struggling in your guitar journey early on, it might not even be your fault, right? Because it really isn't a bad student per se, right? Teacher say, student do. And that kind of also dovetails into the S, which is the structured plan. You really need a structured plan that kind of lays out the different steps that are going to take you to your guitar goals, and whatever goals they might be, whether it be you just want to learn how to play, or maybe you want to learn how to play bar chords, or maybe you want to play lead guitar, maybe you want to get better at lead guitar, right? Maybe you want to learn how to play songs, get in a band, whatever your end goal is, right? And it's all good, right? You need a structured plan with short-term goals and then, of course, the long-term goals to how to get there, to keep you on track. So that structured plan is critical, and a good curriculum, whether you're going to a private teacher, whether you're taking courses, whether you're going to an online curriculum. And if you want to study mine at nextlevelguitar.com, that's great because it's very structured for all level players. Or maybe you want to do another one. Whatever one or whatever teacher you follow, find an instructor who you can relate to, who you have chemistry with, right? And there's a lot of good ones out there. The second P would be patience, right? Because a lot of these things take time, especially in the beginning, because when you're first starting guitar, a lot of what you're doing is just getting over the physics of the instrument, learning how to bend those fingers and getting comfortable to play those chords, right? Or play those bar chords. Remember the struggle it was just to be able to play a couple of chords at first, and getting the calluses on your fingertips to come in, and then changing chords and strumming in rhythm, right? But you have to have patience and know that if you're practicing the right things and following a structured plan, and you're doing the other things I'm going to list out for you, that you will make progress and you will continually see yourself get better and better on the instrument. But it's not an overnight thing. Nobody just walks up to a guitar, picks it up, and plays an F bar chord from not playing anything, right? Nobody comes out and starts playing these searing lead passages, right? It's a journey, it's a process, it's an evolution. That's what I always say. It's kind of how I close every video. Your guitar playing is an evolution, and it takes patience. So remember, you're putting in the time, it's going to get better. I know we all want to excel really, really fast, but you got to be patient. The third thing is having that positive attitude, and that's really, really important not only with learning guitar or getting better at guitar, but I think in life in general, right? You have to kind of focus on the positives and stay positive. You can't be watching videos all the time and being pissed because somebody is so good and better than you are, and you're not as good as the person who's been playing less time than you. You don't know how long they've been practicing or how if they stopped and play. I mean, you don't know their journey, right? So you have to concentrate on yourself and be positive. And you see somebody that's really good, get inspired by that. I love seeing fantastic guitar players. It inspires me to try to be the best player I can. You want to reach your full potential on the instrument, right? So you want to focus on the positive things and know that, it's going to take time and you're not going to sound very good at first, but that's okay because you're going to get better and better and you're going to keep learning. You can't learn less. And there's so much criticism going on out there online, especially, so many people are just criticizing other people and negative, and you need to steer clear of all that. Who needs that in their life, right? Why tear people down when you could build people up? Right? That's the way I look at it, and that's what I try to do. I'm not interested in criticizing. That's easy. It's so easy to go there and just criticize what someone else is doing or to find fault in what they're doing, right? Because no matter what you put out there online, someone's going to find fault with it. It's easy to pick that out, right? But you don't see those people going out there and doing and creating, right? And being the positive ones about it. So you want to have that positive attitude. It makes such a huge difference in your guitar journey, your music journey, and in life. And the fifth thing would be consistency. No matter what level you're at, you have to be consistent in trying to learn or propel your journey forward, right? If you're just starting out learning guitar and you practice one day and then you wait 4 or 5 days before you practice again, that's not good, because what's going to happen is you're not going to be able to do the things that you did last time or remember them. So you're going to have to take a few steps back, relearn that, then go forward. So you're constantly going forward, going back, going forward, going back. And it's hard to see progress, and that's when you get dejected and say, oh, this isn't working and whatnot. So yeah, with guitar and instruments in general, you have to be really consistent. You have to try and practice every day, even if it's only for 10 or 15 minutes. Put your hands on those guitars as much as possible. It makes such a huge difference. Consistency, doing, if you're trying to get your fingers dexterous and play lead guitar and rip on the guitar, doing exercises and different strengtheners and dexterity builders, doing them every day really pays off. Not that you have to do that for your whole guitar life, but until you can really get that hand where you want it to be, it takes a little time to train it. And hey, if you have a sec, please subscribe to the channel. Subscribing to the channel, that really helps us to keep bringing the content. And please ring that subscription bell, because then you'll be notified when we have new lessons posted. And leave a comment below. Let me know how you like this lesson. Let me know what lessons you'd like to see coming up. And if you like the video, please click the like button. Give it a thumbs up, share it, and thank you so much for your support. The sixth thing I think is really important is finding a good balance. And what I mean by that is, it's so easy to get sucked into watching videos and time just, you lose track of time. You're sitting there watching the videos and then all of a sudden, wow, an hour and a half went by. I could have been practicing, right? Or we kind of get lost in the whole chasing after tone or chasing after the next piece of gear, or the next shiny thing. And if I only had that, or if I only had this, then my sound would be there. Then if I only had that, then my guitar playing would be where I wanted it to be, right? No, you know what I mean? That's just chasing after that one thing is just going to make you chase after something else, something else. And the thing is, if you want to watch videos and gear videos, it's fun and that's great, but I would limit it. Try to say, okay, I'm just going to watch it for 20 minutes and then I'm going to practice for 30 minutes or an hour or whatever. You want to have that good balance. That's going to keep you on track, because we have lots of distractions. So you have to remain with that balance. I kind of mean also like focus. You have to remain laser focused on your goals. And that's true in life. Set some goals and go out there and achieve them. And you got to be focused on them. And when it comes to watching videos and stuff, great, but really limit it. Just remember this. Less clicks, more picks, right? Spend more time working on your technique, more time working on developing your own style, more time on writing your own music and creating. We can all do that. Spend more time on creating, more time on developing your style, less time on watching reality, other people's things and other people's realities, which had oftentimes, that's like the biggest irony of it all, especially like a lot of this reality television and reality shows. There's nothing really real about them. You know, so many of them are just put together, or those people are placed together. They would have never met each other under their own volition, right? So there's really not a lot real about it. I know it's fun, and watching it is kind of like, okay, that's what I do to kind of unwind at the end of the day and decompress. That's cool. But just remember, balance. And then the seventh thing, which I think is the last thing, is drive. You have to want it. You have to want it bad. And that's really important, having that drive, because you could have the structured plan and you could have the practice plan, right? But if you're not driven to do it, right? If there's nothing that's compelling you, if there's no drive there and fire and passion, you're not going to succeed. You have to be driven to your goals. And that's for all your goals in life, not just your musical or guitar goals. So being driven is very important. And as you can see, these 7 things, they're kind of intertwined, right? Having just one or two of them, right, isn't going to do it. You have the plan, you have the, you know what to practice, but you don't have the drive. Guess what? Not going to work out. Or you have the structured plan and you have the patience, but you're not consistent. You know, you're only picking up the guitar once a week, once every 2 weeks, once a month. Guess what? It's going to be too many steps backwards than forward. You're not going to make progress, or your progress is going to be very, very slow and not very motivating and empowering. But if you do these 7 things, and again, they're all connected, you're going to see yourself get better and better and faster. And that is going to create more drive, because you're going to see the results. You're going to see yourself getting better. And as hard as it is to learn and to master an instrument, right? And as hard as the struggles and the challenges are, just remember, you can do it, right? And you're going to have tons and tons of fun along the way. And the other thing to keep in mind is learning an instrument and excelling at it, something like guitar, another instrument, it'll bring you joy the rest of your life. And I hope these tips help you along in your guitar and music journey. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. You know, that really helps us to keep bringing the content. And please ring that subscription bell, right? Then you'll be notified when we have new lessons posted. And click on that link in the YouTube description box below and get my free video lesson and ebook. I'll send it to you for free. And if you want to check out some of my original music, I recently dropped a new record with my original band, Mindcell. We're based out of San Diego, California. It's a slamming record. I think it's some of the best music I've ever written. I'm really stoked about it. Check it out. It's streaming on all the platforms. I'll put links to all that in the YouTube description box. Thanks so much for watching this video, and thank you so much for your support over the years and years. It's so appreciated. Keep up all that hard work on those guitars, right? Stay positive. Keep rocking. Give yourself plenty of fun time on that guitar. And remember, your guitar playing is an evolution. So enjoy the journey. Take care, rock on. I'll see you in the next lesson.